Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Previously, I had a thought post about how I hypnotize myself, and today we are going to do the power of delayed gratification. In my previous episode of the how I hypnotize myself, I've mentioned that hypnotizing myself is something that I've learned from Marissa Pierce, and she's this rapid hypnotherapist. Okay, I don't know what's that, but if you Google her name, you will exactly know what she does. And actually, delayed gratification is also in one of her online virtual course that she has taught us, and which I can relate to a lot because my parents actually done it to me when I was much younger. And for all you know, you might have been already experienced it since young. My parents have been, which later I'll give you an example of how they actually do it, helping me to delay my gratification, and I think it really has helped me to do it to myself and to have more self-control over my own cravings and desire, and also to aim for a bigger goal and possibly reaching the goal even faster. According to Wikipedia, might not be the most accurate source ever, but to be honest, it's always very useful to me. Delayed gratification or deferred gratification is the resistance to the temptation of an immediate pleasure in the hope of obtaining a valuable and long-lasting reward in the long term. Several factors can affect a person's ability to delay gratification. According to Psychology Today, I have a lot of notes here because I did a lot of research. Studies show that delayed gratification is one of the most effective personal traits of successful people. Thank you. Not yet successful, but thank you anyway. People who learn how to manage their need to be satisfied in the moment thrive more in their careers, relationship, health, and finances. So if you want to be successful, keep on watching. Okay, to put it simply, delayed gratification just means that you are rewarding yourself after a long-term goal, or you are just putting off rewarding yourself until you have reached a certain milestone or a certain goal. Yeah. For example, when I was younger, I wanted a Barbie doll, right? So I'll go to my parents and I'll be like, hey, I want a Barbie doll. And they'll be like, okay. And you know what my father did? He took out a jotter book. For example, this is a jotter book, right? He drew 10 squares on each line. It has about like 5 or 6 lines of that and 10 boxes each. Okay, so he drew a head, he drew the torso, he drew the left arm, the right arm, and the left leg, and the right leg, and with all the squares, 10 squares each, which is like 6 or 70 boxes. And he's like, every time when you get full marks for your spelling, I will tick 1 box for you, and when you have all the boxes ticked, I'll buy you the Barbie doll. Now that I think of it, he's actually quite smart, right? Like, I mean, you can, it's for another reason, but you can actually save a lot of money while training your child this very important trait. 10 out of 10 would do it if I have children in the future. Yeah, so then every time when I was younger, I really didn't like to study. I would score like 7 or 8 out of 10 for spelling, where my siblings would score 10 out of 10, like it's all natural. And because of the Barbie doll, I'll be like, okay, I really want a Barbie doll. And every time he would ask me to study for my spelling, or my mom would ask me to study for my spelling, he'll be like, remember, if you get enough stickers, you can have a Barbie doll. And because he separated the head, the torso, and the left limb and right limb, yeah, a bit gory to think of it now, it actually make it look more achievable. It's like the limbs are the MOS and the boxes are the KPIs. Ooh. Like, imagine if you get so tired after 10 spellings and I'm still waiting for my Barbie doll, and he'll be like, you see, at least now you got the head, now you just need the left arm and the right arm and the torso, and you can get the full Barbie doll. So it really makes the kid or me want to study harder. When I actually get the Barbie doll, I also feel like, oh, I truly deserve this. I actually work hard to earn for this. It also cultivates meritocracy, which is very prominent in Singapore. I'm going to show you an example of how I actually manage my own delayed gratification with a board that you probably have already seen if you have watched all my videos. Ta-da! You see, this is exactly how you do it. You draw a bunch of squares and you just shade it out. And of course, at the end of me realizing all my goals, I actually have a want. It can be experiences, it can be like, okay, after I've achieved all these goals, I'm going to Iceland, or I'm going to wherever you want to go, Thailand, yay! Or you can go to US, wherever out of your country. It can be experiences, it can be like a material good. Like, oh, I want this luxury bag, or oh, I want this pocket knife. Yeah, you know. But it just makes everything seem more realistic. And if you want to go one level up, you can write the date where you wanted to achieve it, which is, yeah, that's on another level. And I think it also helps me to control my impulse purchase or impulse buy. I have this journal, this is my journal, hi. I actually have a page where I write all my material wants and life goals, and it includes white army knife, mini backpack, Chanel small flap, violin fiber cloth, violin silk bag, life goals, create an e-commerce, which I've already done, G5, blah 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 blah, things like that. So whenever I completed, I have delayed my gratification. I was thinking of buying this Swiss Army pocket knife for the longest time for self-defense purposes. In Singapore, you actually cannot buy pepper spray or a taser, it's illegal. So the only form of protection I can gain, or like, you know, to wield, is a Swiss Army pocket knife. And I like white, so white Swiss Army pocket knife after I've completed all these goals, which I did. And even now, I feel like I'm still trying to delay my gratification, which is, I don't know if it's good or bad, but I'm like constantly delaying it because I'm so used to delaying it already. But every once in a while, it's good to reward yourself after you have achieved everything you want. So I am going to put the buy order for the Swiss Army pocket knife. And I'll probably do a video with you guys with a Swiss Army pocket knife review sometime in the future or whenever I get it. And that's all for this video. Overall, I think it's a really good trait to cultivate and to have. It just makes you be more in control of your wants, your emotions. Because a lot of time you'll feel frustrated. Like halfway through, I'll be thinking like, can I really actually achieve this? It can be monetary goals, it can be charitable goals, it can be anything, so long as they are trackable. Yeah, so you'll feel very frustrated. You have to overcome the feeling of the constant craving to eat something good, or the constant craving to buy the, you know, I don't know what you want to buy, expensive pair of Jordans, or like another Chanel bag, or I don't know. Yeah, and it just trains you up, and you kind of have to also talk to yourself a little bit like, okay, you know what, I'm going to work harder and I'm going to achieve this faster, so then I can get what I want. And that's how you can actually achieve your goals faster. Of course, set realistic goals. Don't be like, I'm going to be a millionaire tomorrow. Or like, oh, I'm going to save 1,000 kids tomorrow. Okay? Yeah, if not, that's all for this video. Is it short? Yeah. It's a shorter and sweeter one, but at the same time I feel like it's also a very important concept to have or to cultivate in your niece, nephews, whatever, your friends, or even yourself. It's never too late to try. Let me know what are your goals, if you have any, or if you have actually tried out this system or cultivate this trait of delayed gratification. Strongly recommend for successful people. That's all. I'll see you in 5 days time. Bye. Done.